No, I'm not ready to record yet. Because I know if I start this celebration of my 8th year on the YouTube channel, I just know it's going to end up coming off not good. I don't know. I just have this feeling. It doesn't matter what I say, it's just going to come across as insincere. It's going to come across as, oh, worse, narcissistic, I'm sure, um, self-pitying, you name it. I just am not ready. Like, I'll hit the record button when I'm ready. I got to stake up for this, okay? I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Oh my God, the recording's on. Oh my God. Uh, Hello, Dr. R. Michael Fisher here, as usual, on his YouTube channel. He'll be doing a podcast today, very short, on the and celebrating. Yeah, celebrating the 8th anniversary of my beginning of the YouTube channel, 2018. And notice the last number on that year, 2018, 8. Today is August, 8th month, and the 8th day. Had to check my computer up there in the corner. 6:24 p.m. PST. I think 8 is really what this whole, see, there's the 8 right there. It's everywhere. I mean, I just went in the cupboard and I pulled out, you've maybe seen this, and it's 8 rolls of toilet paper. No kidding. It's fantastic. Here it is. What? 12 double roll 12. I thought it was 8. I think the other brand that my wife buys is 8 rolls. I'm positive it is. But 8. I got on my YouTube today. I was looking at 8 years. The first video I ever done is called Ethical Practices of Virology. You can look it up. I will put a link below. And you can certainly subscribe to this channel if you wish. But just to show you how young I looked when I was 8 years younger than now, oh my God. Yes. It was really stunning to see how young I looked 8 years ago. It's not just the glasses and the figure 8 glasses. No, it's not. I literally am older. I look older. I thought I'd wear my near Hawaiian shirt, which my wife gave me, which she got from her mother. So I'm wearing her shirt. No, not my wife's shirt, her mother's shirt. That's what I'm wearing. I like the clothes. It's the lightest I got for a hot summer day. So the temperature today is probably 80 degrees Fahrenheit in the US. I didn't look it up, but I'll bet it is. US. I'm a Canadian, so I would have said it in centigrade, but I don't know what that is in centigrade, 80 degrees. You can look it up. You can ask AI how many times has it been 80 degrees and yeah. So I wanted to celebrate my 8th year doing YouTube videos, and I think it's gonna, as always, I did a 6-year celebration. It's always going to be a bittersweet conversation about being in the fast lane of the YouTube algorithm ridden, driven world that is kind of hard for me, the old guy who likes to go in the slow lane and likes to stop a lot in the parking lane because I want people to go slower and deeper on everything. And that's a lot of what my YouTube channel is about. So if you tune in this next year, in the ending of 2026 into 2027, 2028 coming up, if I make it that far, could be my best year on the YouTube channel. But who's measuring? Not me. I'm interested in sincerity, depth. Give me one good listener, one good reviewer. I don't need 5,000 friends on LinkedIn. I'm happy to have 15. Why? Well, that's part of the lesson for today. I have a story to share with you as I end my 8th celebration. It's a Leo story, sort of. Okay, I'm not totally into astrology. Oops, I should be, I know. But I can tell you on Gaia today, on my email today, 8/8/26, 2026, it came in and it said 8/8, open the portal on Gaia, coming from Gaia, which you never know which Gaia that is these days. It could be Gaia University, could be Gaia, the website that sells films and all kinds of marketing materials on this wonderful idea of the earth equals Gaia and Gaia equals the earth goddess kind of thinking, etc., and imagination and perhaps reality. But it came in and it said, check this portal. And I was reading and it said 8/8 is auspicious in the astrological reality that you can enter the portal of Leo the lion because of the alignment that's so special on 8/8. And then it read, be creative, be fearless. Yeah, it did. It actually said fearless on there is one of the qualities of this opening of 8/8, Leo the lion in hyper mode, digital, AI mode. And it had a beautiful picture of a lion walking in this very magical scene. And it was stunning. I almost opened the damn portal. Hit this button, right? Open the portal, and you're in. And then they tell you all the content. There was a bunch of content that was going to help you reach and achieve all these portal possibilities in the moment of the potty. I mean, of the personal time of protection and being extraordinary. Yeah, damn, I am recording. Okay, so let's go to the story now. I thought it would just be the gift, but I want a song that I can't play. I wish because I've never learned how to play a song through YouTube. Um, Zoom, blah blah. Hate to do the corporate announcements, but I just couldn't find the song to play. I don't know how to do it, is what I'm saying. But here it is. It's the song, I'm not going to sing it, by Joni Mitchell. Goes back to probably the 80s, um, maybe earlier. And Joni Mitchell sings A Case of You, which is this gorgeous love song. And I said, yeah, that's the song I want for this video, my eighth birthday. It's the song where she's singing her heart out for a loved one. That was hard to get. Those are the real love songs where you love them so much and they don't quite love you. I kind of feel a little bit like that's my YouTube channel in a nutshell. I love them watching me more than I more than they love me. Yeah, numbers have been going down, by the way, just for your FYI. That's kind of hard when you get old, kind of like a kick in the gut. But A Case of You, beautiful song by Joni Mitchell. Just listen to it if you get a chance. I just finished watching concert with Barbara the other night, and it was she just gets me every time on stage in the Wimbledon. In the UK, she's playing live, and it's just such a gorgeous ballad. And I thought, yeah, I could use some of that nourishment of love in that case of you. I could drink a case of you, is the line, um, instead of beer or wine. I can drink a case of you. Clever, clever, cleverly lyrics. That woman's a master. I watched and I said, that's a master. And on stage, she's fearless and beautiful. Nice combination. Going to end with a teaching story. I want to share the heartfelt, sincere part of myself giving this presentation today on my 8th birthday, where I'm allowed to say and act however I want, unless YouTube kicks me off. That I just got the story having lunch with somebody the other day, and struggling parent, and known them for many years. And their 8-year-old throws a big tantrum one day recently and kicks them in the gut. And there's that feeling of getting kicked in the gut, or right where you kind of lose your breath, and it's like it's so painful, but it's not even just pain. It's like it took something away from you. And I won't go into that, but it would be the dignity of a parent trying to love a child as much as they can, and it feels like in that moment they're not loving you back. And so I also send out the song Joni Mitchell to you all who have had those kinds of moments, whether it's from a lover who's kicked you in the gut, whether it's a world that's kicked you in the gut, feels like a rejection, whatever that might be. Let's send out Joni Mitchell, A Case of You, to everyone that's had that feeling. Now to the teaching story, a little fun, a little cute, and I think pretty deep. It goes like this. I put two stories together to make this final story. Thanks for sticking in with me all the 8 years. Thanks for sticking in with me today. The story begins, it's called The Lion and the Monk. And in parentheses, you could probably say Fearless Fool is the theme of the story. As you know, I study fear and fearlessness for the last 35 years, 37 actually, 38 yet. That story that I'll tell today is pretty much how I want to summarize this last year for me. And may it be a teaching for all, humans and more than humans. Well, the story starts with there was a group of monks in India. And India is the country and place, one of them, that where huge elephants live. And one of the young monks, really very, very inspired, let's call ambitious, was out with the group of the other young monks as they would walk quite regularly the roads in the countryside before they would come back to the monastery to pray and meditate and meet with the elder teacher, the elder monk. And one of the young monk was so special, thought they were different, thought they knew a little more than the rest, was watching, observing carefully that when an elephant came down the road, which they also like to walk the roads, coming toward the monk group, all the monks would move off the road. It was a bit surprising to the young monk at first, but when it was happening regularly, because the elephants were often on the roads, the young monk started to question with doubt this practice by the other young monks. Even though they went along with it to a point, there was a point no more. And the point no more came the day that the elephant was coming down the road. A group of monks doing their same morning meditation walk on the road. And this time, the elephant was running madly straight at them. Well, you can guess what might have happened. Partly. The monks scatter, move off the road, even though in a disciplined fashion. They saw the elephant coming. That was close enough for them. Off they go. But this young special monk sat down right in the middle, went into a meditation posture. Opened their eyes, stared at the elephant coming, the dust building. Could feel the breeze moving right toward him. And suddenly, an arm reaches out and pulls the monk just before the elephant passes off the road. The elephant continues on. The young monk scrapes off the dust, was a bit upset and then got even more upset the more they thought about it and said, "Why'd you pull me off the road?" And now he's talking to the elder old monk who pulled him off the road by the collar. He's incensed. "Why'd you pull me off the road? I was there doing exactly what I was meant to be doing. I was meant to be becoming one with the elephant in this perfect state of compassion and attention, unconditional attention, no matter what the elephant was doing. And this is love," argued the young monk. And the old monk says, "No, that's not compassion." The young monk is shocked. "This is everything you've taught us in our practices, is to enter a state of oneness and unity and wholeness with all. And in that state of all being, you are one. There is no other. Not even an elephant, because you are the elephant. This is everything I've worked toward. I knew I'm ready for that." And the old monk said, "You're not ready." "Why? Why am I not ready?" says the indignantly. The old monk says, "Because that was God on the path and you weren't listening." Second story. Second story is from a film I watched, a clip. I sometimes will watch these safari animal, wild animal videos every once in a while. I enjoy them, most of them. And it was a story of, really not a story, but it was a really interesting 2 to 3 minute clip. It opens with a pride of lions. You know, a pride of lions is their social group, extended families in those prides, multiple families that form a pride of the African lion. So we move into Africa now. Imagine it, hot sunny day, laying on the road. It's a small dirt road, one lane, right? And some grass all around, trees in the background. And there's 11 lions. You can count them. And the title of the video is 11 Lions Meet a Rhino. So there they are. They're all laying down, very relaxed, hot in the sun, probably middle of the day. And they're like really laying there and kind of, there's a lot of young ones I could see. And they're all sprawled out like cats can be, right? You've seen cat on a hot sunny day or just laying out. The cats really know how to lay out. They know how to love laying. So then you see in the back of the picture, coming closer step by step, only one step at a time, slowly, a huge mother rhino. Probably mother, could be a father, but they're huge in Africa. And a young one, probably maybe a year old. I'm just guessing. Right beside her, coming down the road, coming right to the 11 lions in the pride. And in the background, I'm watching a safari truck following slowly, a fair ways behind, but still fairly close, maybe 50, 60 yards away, following very slowly the rhino and its young one coming on the path. And then you had somebody on a camera on the other side of the screen, and they're photographing this from the lion's point of view really close up. And they probably had a telephoto lens, but they were probably in another safari truck on the other side. So the lions are sandwiched in the middle, and the rhino is too, and the little one, and they're coming to meet. Like, this is going to be an encounter, and everybody's watching like that's me. I'm going, what's going to happen? And so the rhinos get closer. They stop a little bit. come a little closer, sniffing, and you can watch the lion pride just starting to some waking up a little bit more, and then a couple of the young lions. There was probably about 4 or 5 lions that were, I would guess, maybe 2 months old, something like that. They're pretty young. They're basically big kittens, but still fairly good size, but they're still a kitten relative to the big adults lions. And so in comes the rhinos closer, and some of the lions that were further out, especially the young ones. And there was actually an older one there too, like I would call probably like a one that's maybe 1 or 2 years old, a male lion, and with the pride, and they start moving back, and some of them moving back and laying back, and then we're watching, and still the 11 lions are getting a little agitated, and they get quite close now, the rhinos. And the mother's walking pretty calm and slow, but she's sniffing. She knows, well, there's an encounter here. The young rhino, who knows what they're thinking? Fresh kid on the block kind of thing, coming along with Big Mama. You're going to face 11 tiger lions all at once. And then gets so close now, the lions start leaving the road. Even the big one. Then a couple of juveniles, a little bit bigger, and then the small ones start leaving because the rhinos are pretty close right now. And eventually, they all scattered in the grass, and the rhino is like really quite close by that time. And then one of these little 2 month old, 3 month old little lions comes in back to the road and lays just like they did on their side in the dust of the sunny road, right in front of the big rhino and the little rhino. No other lions coming back. Nope. One. One little young one lays on the road, and the rhinos take a couple more steps closer now. And that lion, looking incredibly relaxed, and then it started to move off, and the baby rhino rushed at it, and that lion was gone real fast. Just the baby rhino just took these really couple of fast steps and put their horn down, not the mama, the little baby. And after I watched that, I started thinking, what was he or she, that lionette, thinking? Thanks for listening to my channel today. Celebrate my 8th birthday in terms of this YouTube channel. We'll see you in the next year, and look forward to that. Have a good day.